Hi there, I'm Robert Duzik and welcome you to How I Use What I Use. And today I want to talk to you about something really cool about the Creative Bundle and Creative Bundle from KROTOS Audio. I have to tell you, I was approached by the company about 2 years ago to do something for them, but at this moment I wasn't feel ready if I'm gonna use this, if it's actually for me or not. I have to say, after give a second chance, second trial, I gotta say it's really cool and it's definitely something for me what I will use. When I was working in the radio station, I was challenged so many times to doing something creating with the voice and make something unique, special. And try and create like a robotic voice, or like Halloween when you work, you do like a monster voice or something. And yes, I was able to accomplish this thing, but I go to like so many different plugins and try combine the vocoders with pitch shifting, with so many other things. That was pretty much big step-by-step process, and you have to buy all these separate plugins or use your different tricks to do this. Right now, with KROTOS, with the Dehumaniser, you don't have to do this thing. Everything is right here, right up front of you. And as you see, that's the Dehumaniser. And let me just play you something. When I bypass, there was the original voice.
Hit after hit. More music. Now. News, weather, traffic reports.
So you have the idea. That was pretty much voiceovers I was using to creating like radio sweepers or like imaging and a lot of processing and this thing. Now, when I call on the Humanizer, look at this. Right base of the like factory preset.
Hit after hit. More music. Now. News, weather.
So you see this thing. And look at this, how easy this. You can control everything in this thing. But let's just play and I can show you step by step what I can do with this thing.
Weather, traffic reports, all here on one station. Number one for today's hit music. Hit after hit. More music. Now. News, weather, traffic reports, all here on one station.
So it's pretty cool. Sounds like a cool robotic voice. But look at this, how easy is combine all your different modules and creating. So let's example add right here, pitch shift module. So again, you don't have to buy any additional plugin. All you have to do, go unplug the cable from output, connect to your pitch shift, and from pitch shift, connect to the output. It's pretty much like system like modular synthesizer. Basically, you can move them around and you can create your own sound chain effects, what you want to process. You click on this thing, and now we have the full control what you want to do in the octave.
So here on one station, here, number one for today's hit music. Hit after hit. More music. Now. News,
weather, traffic reports, all here on one
station. Number one for today's hit music.
And this is just like one of many examples. Look at this. You can go right here. You can go to dialogue, monsters, sci-fi, and we can creating different, so many cool like robot voices or like sci-fi voices. Example, different presets.
Station number one for today's hit music. Hit after hit. More music. All here on one station. Number one for today's hit music.
This is one of the aspects, you know what I mean, for this thing. But another thing what I find out is really cool. I'm not only using the Humanizer for voice, even like if I want to work like with the male guys, like my big radio voice guys, I can do this thing and go example to like
first.
Number one for today's hit music. This portion
no, this is cool voice.
It
It's remind me so much like sometimes in the movie you hear like somebody blackmail somebody calling the phone.
portion of the pro
They're all here.
Traffic. Play all the music first.
And again, you can add all your blocks here and modify.
This portion of the program
But
is brought to you by Traffic Jam. We play all the music.
one of the coolest things was struck me right now. I don't know how about you, but I become like really big fan of like Mandalorian, the Star Wars thing. So what I experiment, I went to the farm, and you can probably see my videos on when I did, on YouTube, how I record my farm animal sounds. So basically, there will be, I think so that's the chicken. Oh, pigs, eating pigs. But look at this. You can do the Humanizer. And now you would think how cool they're making the voices. I'm telling you right now. The probably secret is they're using probably the Humanizer cows. And remember, this is the sound of the cow. Now let's move to Reformer Pro. What's another great creative tool, especially for the like sound designers, and what you can do, it's insane too. So what I want to play for you, some of the examples, basically, let me just drag this maybe together faster. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering which workstation I'm working, it's just released Cubase 11 Pro. So that's the mute and that's the original sounds. Basically, it's like bowing, super bow, playing over the different sounds and creating this cool sound and different objects. Basically, how it works, it's basically like waveform. Activate the level of the volume of the sounds what you want to apply and the layer of this thing. So, but for now, I want to using just like a regular factory presets what you just get right off the box because it's really cool. So let's play this in the loop. So now you're here. When you move, it's activate the sound. It's like, and it's okay, you know what I mean? It's making this crazy sound. But look at right now, when you play with the between dry and wet, isn't that cool? And there's so many different things, like let's change difference right now, for example. So again, with the mix, it's really cool because you can adding like such a great textures to this thing, and let's control. So let's just add right now like black hole reverb to this thing. And look at this, what you can creating. It's pretty cool. So you can apply it to so many things. As a sound designer, it's like, I'm just completely blow my mind, and once again I'm kicking myself, how come I never jumped on this thing before? As you see, when you go to here, there's so many different things and you can choose whatever you want. If you work like in the horror movie or pretty much everything, you know, if you want to create gross effects between the Humanizer and Reformer, that's definitely like a must creative tool for the sound design. So this is how you can creating like really cool creature. And you know, there's a lot of deep control, but I really just want to show you the way how I'm using chess, and I just have them for like last couple of weeks and I already started using, and they're just really cool sound design tools. Next tool will be Weaponiser and Igniter, and they're both completely different and they work as a VST instruments. It means you can add them to like MIDI channel and starting planning. So my first impression with the Humanizer was like, okay, it's just dedicated to the gun sounds, and you know, like, okay, we have a gun. So it's great, but then I started playing with this stuff, and when I move this, it's something like this. I can create like quick machine gun. So it's really cool. Then it's give me all the simple, the sounds what I want, and the all inputs responses. You can place your location of the gun, and this is just a default thing. So you can pretty much creating your own weapons on the fly, and you can control the tail, the thumb. You can add more body to this thing, whatever you want. So you hear the tails. So you are pretty much with this, with Weaponiser, you're able to place sounds of the sound design of the gun what you're working on, and any dimension matching your picture what you work in. And I really believe lots of the sounds was recorded by my friend Watson Wu, who work on so many big video games, and he's basically specialized in recording almost for me like cars and gun effects, shooting guns, and I just don't want to tap him. So if I want to, I can record my guns, but a lot of times from now, I'll just go to Weaponiser and just creating my own weapon and beef them up to my station, to workstation, and just creating other things. But this is pretty much like for me, like a virtual stage where you can basically creating your own gun, you know? I just add this sound. By adding the different parts, you can just add it. How cool is that? So you can make your sounds, and if you want to, you can add the synthetics to the sound. You can create like completely big battlefield like in the no time. So this is definitely for me. I would put in the category between creative tool. I would put this to as a time saver, because whatever the weapons they're using, they're pretty much here, and they're all categorized. You can add so many things. This is so cool what you can do with these weapons. And again, you go here, you can choose, select any what you want. But what I want to say, sorry, I'm just excited because there's so much stuff to show you, and you're just gonna have to explore on your own, get yourself try or something. But look at this. You have weapons, you have beats, you have whooshes too. This is almost like a little creature like going somewhere quickly. It's really cool. So you have different whooshes, magical sounds, and you know what? Magical sounds are pretty often used in trailers. So they're really cool. And again, like if I would go right now to reverse and just add black hole right now, the sounds right away is transferred to totally magic. And this is what I'm using a lot of times. When I'm creating magic sounds, I'm using just black hole reverb. As you see, that it's not only weapons, and this, look at this, they even have trailer sounds. Let's see what's transitions. Oh, that's cool. Wow, that is really cool sounds. This is really cool. So how I say, for me, Weaponiser, it's not anymore just to using for the weapons. This is very deep engine when you can creating so many cool sound design elements. And again, it's sometimes when you work under the clock, you just don't have the time to go recording, but you need this thing. Weaponiser is become for me right now the tool where I can create and demand very quickly, because sometimes when they call you from the trailer house, I say, when do you need this? Yesterday, or by 4 o'clock today, and they call you like in 2 o'clock. So you have 2 hours. It's impossible to go to the field recording this thing, bring, edit, and play them, give them the sounds. This is the starting point for me, and I'm gonna spend way definitely more time exploring Weaponiser, so I will be able to very quickly creating the sound, what I'm looking for. Because I always say, for me, always the hardest thing is come with the ideas. And luckily, I come with so many different ideas. And the moment, if I know my tools, that's no problem, because I can do this very quickly. So for me, knowing KROTOS will do this for me with Weaponiser, I will be able to create this thing. So from now, somebody's going to call me and say, okay, we need these guns or something. My first thing, what I'm going to open, there will be KROTOS, will be my starting point with Weaponiser, and see what I can go from there. Because that will be great to have you and your arsenal and demand. And the library is full loaded, incredible with everything, whatever you need. So there will be Weaponiser. And from now, let's move to our 4 instruments, what is part of the creative bundle, and is Igniter. I hope I pronounced this right. Igniter or Igniter. And again, you can insert this as a VST instrument. And what I like is finally resizable, so I can change the size. So what Igniter does to you, it does so many different things, but it's specialized pretty much in creation sounds of the vehicles. And you can creating the vehicles and action from starting to going fast, whatever you want. So to control different kind of car, it's basically whatever have to do something with the movement, doesn't matter. It's a space vehicle, futuristic, or like stuff what we have right now on the road from different cars. If you actually look over there, the collection, it's enormous of the cars. There's from Ford, from V8 engines to Ferraris to BMWs, even Tesla. So it's definitely great. Again, this one, I would say first, sound design tool, time saver. So just let me show you how this works. So a lot of times when people work on the movie or something, they need car sound effects, but the sound have to match the sequence, what you can see on the picture, of course. You can't just play like stock library sound effects and it's like, okay, how are we going to do matching, trying, stretching? It doesn't going to sound, again, the same. It's just going to sound natural. With Igniter, look at this. Let's start the engine. The car start running. And now watch. You see, right from the beginning, you are able to control anything what you see in the picture. It means you can completely start from the beginning, from the car is starting, picking up, speed up, and you can go to this enormous arsenals of the different samples of different cars what we've been recording to this thing. And you can basically combine your own unique car. And remember, that's the thing. What people see, this is what they're going to believe if it sounds like this. So a lot of times, you're probably going to have maybe sometimes more bass if you want to hear. You can beef them up or change. But believe me, if your sound's going to match perfect with the picture, people are going to believe that's the sound of the car. Just like, with the fight or with the gun sounds, It's always what people see, the perception, this is what they can hear, this is what they're going to believe. So this thing will convince you, viewer or video game, anyone, that's the sound. So let's go check some presets right now. Go reward, and you have card strokes, and you have all kind of extra internal sounds, what you can use. But what I like, I was very impressed with the sci-fi cars. It's like beyond imagination. I think it's really great thing. And of course, when you make your own vehicle, you can save them and you can do whatever you want, but how cool is this effect? You stop the vehicle and you can pitch them down, whatever you want to do. It's just, you get sirens. And you can control different envelopes. before I end, I really want to say, yes, I was wrong for not jump on the KROTOS Audio way before, when that was first time I approached with them. But now, sorry guys, I'm in. I will definitely using from now more often. And I know I only had this for like a little bit over a week just to explore this more, but it's definitely worth it to have this in your arsenal because it's completely time saver. And where I live, we have 4 seasons. I have winter, spring, fall, and summer. It will be difficult when there's somebody's gonna call me, we need car like this sound, especially or sounds of some creature or something, go outside when it's snowing and recording sound and make sounds like he's recorded right now in the summer or something. Because of that, I will be able to deliver things. So I really want to say this is virtual phenomenal tool for me to using. So I highly recommend you to check them out. Go check them on KROTOS Audio and just take a look, listen if there's something for you. But really, if you concern yourself to be sound designer, you want to get in this field, and you have to be in demand. When they call you, you have to deliver, because if you're not, they might not gonna call you again. So it's a good thing to have it. So thank you for watching. KROTOS, thank you so much for providing me with the softwares, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.